Alright, hello, good morning, Octopath Traveler community. This is the patch notes overview for the maintenance coming on August 21st. A lot of interesting changes came with this patch notes, more than just the new character. So the new character coming is the Merchant Allround. I have a full video for that already up on my channel, and I'll link into this in the description of this video as well, so please go check that out if you want to see what he's all about. He did get some minor buffs as well. So we got the normal 150 pity, free and paid banners as well, with the ability to exchange 200 paid fragments for any previous Solistia memory traveler as well. Otherwise, the rest of the Solistia travelers are just are only spookable. Pass pity's not an option, unfortunately. Same thing as always, 50% chance in step 5. We're getting a Partitio rerun. Same thing as the all-run banners. Keep in mind that we also did get the CN Partitio buffs already since he got rerun. That was pretty quick. We are getting the missing keepers that I mentioned last week, the Black Horse and the Black Alpaca. I guess Netease must have listened to me when I told him a couple weeks ago that, hey, these keepers are super late, where are they? So they're here now. You're welcome, I guess. You know, all run memoir for all run. You know, pretty basic there. This is actually very, very good right here. Apparently, they've also listened to the feedback. Soul of War Masteries for new characters will now be available as right when they launch. That's super duper good. They listened. Good job, Netease, for that one. They will always be available when we want them now, so you no longer have to wait. So 6-star is unlocked now for all run. Kirstjis, Chloe, and Jamila have now gotten their 6 stars as well. Nobody missing TP has gotten their TP yet. Champs wear. The job tower rotation is now switching back to turn on the warrior and hunter training are now. All run, and since Partitio got his buffs in a rerun, he's also getting the Guidestone exchange, the Guidestone buff in hunts. So all run and Partitio will get extra Guidestones and hunts for the next week. And, you know, for people that like to spend, I think these packs are terrible value, but you can buy power-up packs for all run and Partitio now. So to go over that, like I said, all run's buffs will be in his own video. For Partitio, he got his CN buffs. So his front row buffing skill now also buffs P attack by 20% instead of just defense. Instead of just defenses and spear damage, it now does P attack, which makes it just significantly better for offensive-based builds. Partitio's 2-hit nuke now has an additional 50,000 damage cap built into the skill, so that makes it a bit better. It'll be able to hit a little bit higher damage. His 2-hit AoE spear that used to formerly debuff spear res only in max boost, that condition has now been removed, and it now just debuffs spear res always. This is also just significantly better as a support option. His EX skill was buffed to now that instead of just doing a 5-hit random target spear, I changed it to actions on the sheet, as now he inflicts 5% physical defense and spear res down to all foes every single turn, then does 5-hit random target spear. So this is just a constant helps get more debuffs, basically increase the duration since it's only 5%, but it's a free AoE every single turn. And it's also now available to be used from turn 2 onwards instead of turn 3. And then finally, his 3-star passive has been slightly buffed to where if there's now 4+ merchants in the party, he now raises the damage cap of the front row by 30,000. So, you know, damage cap is always good. These are overall really reasonable buffs that Partitio got. He was already a pretty decent unit for merchant teams specifically. Now he's just even better for merchant teams. Nothing crazy or game-breaking, but he's just now better at his job, which is really helpful to see. Other than that, so the other units that got, so for the units that got 6-star, first up we got Kirstjis, his one-hit Giga Nuke, which he was buffed, so this is a little bit stronger in global. I'm just showing the JP sheet. His one-hit Giga Nuke is now better if now double casts if he has 0 PP. This combos with his TP that he already had, because now he gets self 100% potency if he has 0 BP. So, yay, I guess. I mean, you shoot twice and it can probably damage cap with because of self potency. So you know what, it's something. It's not amazing because it's still only 1 hit. Then his EX skill is a 2-hit single target, plus gives himself a 50% max HP barrier. That's fine. It's still only 2 hits though, and it can't be double casted like this one can, which is now only 2 hits. And it can be used if he has full HP, which is an easy condition, but like I said, it's only 2 hits. He gives himself max HP barrier, but like he's not really a tank, so it's just eh. Jamila, her 6-star upgrade gives herself 50,000 damage cap up, which is always a good thing because you want 50,000 damage cap. You just want damage cap always. Every unit wants damage cap. It's just a good thing to have. And her EX skill is just a 1-hit Giga Nuke AoE, so you'll never use this basically because that's going to auto damage cap, so that's not good. And then finally Chloe, who got 6-star. Her 6-star is that her buffs that normally get +1 turn duration, now they get +2 turn duration. That's even better. So like if there's a reason to use her in a team, now her buffs will last even longer. That's actually pretty good. Which actually combos very, very well with her EX skill. Her EX skill gives front row regen, P at 15% physical attack up, and bow damage up. This is actually exceptionally good because like this can cap like physical attack up and bow damage like with Hujeb. So like now you can get and be your healer, so now she can be like a reliable healer for like a bow team. So that's actually pretty awesome. So out of all of these, for these 3 bow units that got 6-star, Chloe's the clear winner here. So if you wanted to upgrade any unit, potentially Chloe's not a terrible option despite being Gen Pool. Just keep in mind with your seals to hold on to them and make sure you have a good stockpile. I say that now because I'm also going to start referencing in my guide reviews, as you saw with Aura, and if you watched that video, I'm going to start mentioning ult 20s being a thing. There will be a full video about ult 20s, but the little TLDR is you do need 200 seals for ult 20, so don't just upgrade every unit willy-nilly. That's all I'm going to say. And then the final thing of the patch notes of note is that they are adding the missing Black Horse and Black Alpaca keepers. I mentioned them last week, but here they are again. The Black Horse gives evade elemental attack. That's nice, but nothing super amazing. The Black Alpaca is the real winner here because it's as early as turn 3, 10% PDEF down for 1 turn, which is actually very, very good because it's the only PDEF pet in the game that's free. The only other one is Hagen, which requires you to own Zonta and pay 6,000 Awakening Shards. And while I do believe Hagen is worth it, a lot of people may not have the shards for that or even own Zonta yet because they were a newer player. So because of that, this pet is amazing. Thank you, Netease, for listening and adding these 2 missing keepers, plus also leveling them up gives the resources to level up the Divine Beast that they're attached to, which then gives overall keeper level enhancement, which means even more stats. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. That's all the stuff coming in this week's maintenance. Well, the maintenance didn't. Also, one last thing, I guess the maintenance didn't note any new Cascade log, but it's possible that got forgotten. I will add a pinned comment if they do add Cascade logs this week. If they don't add anything new, just keep in mind that the Cascade log every 2 weeks thing that will still reset to get those rewards again, even if they don't add new logs. Alright, anyway, thanks for everyone for watching. Please like, follow, and subscribe for more COTC content, and I'll see you guys next week for the next overview. Have a nice day.